This video describes how genuine Punjabi doctors are murdering other genuine Punjabis to take advantage of the incentives offered by German masqueraders in the United States, Britain, and Canada so that they can immigrate to these countries and get good jobs. It also explains how vast numbers of genuine Punjabis in Canada, USA, and Britain, other than doctors, committed murders of genuine Punjabi Sikhs in India and were rewarded with immigration to these countries. Hello friends, this is Unmasked Truth with Harmanjit Saini, where I provide unique analysis of world events based on the unmasked truth that after surrender, Germany continued World War II clandestinely and became a killing machine. I also provide true news that you will find nowhere else. I have come across this shocking information very recently. I saw a video showing genuine Punjabi doctors and nurses in the Jalandhar heart center in Punjab, India, murdering heart patients and allowing them to die painful deaths. I am certain Rajput and Pathan masqueraders masquerading as Punjabi Sikhs or Hindus, as well as Baniyas would be engaged in the practice as well. But the distressing thing is that even genuine Punjabi doctors and nurses are engaged in these murders. Their motive is to avail of the financial rewards offered by German allies in India, as well as those offered by German masqueraders in the United States, Canada, and Britain. These financial rewards include obtaining help to immigrate to these countries and then getting lifelong good jobs as doctors and nurses. But these doctors then find out that they will be ordered by the masqueraders to murder more patients in these countries, and they are doing so. I know of the existence of such financial incentives because I know of some doctors in the United States who have received these incentives by murdering or making attempts on the lives of genuine Punjabis. Besides doctors, some people whom I consider to be my closest friends, literally my closest friends, best friends, availed of these incentives by making attempts on my life by poisoning me. But I survived with God's grace. So I know that the information in the Jalandhar Heart Center video is true. Actually, genuine Punjabis murdering genuine Sikh Punjabis should not have been a surprise for me based on my own experience of attempts having been made on my life. It's just that I did not realize its full impact till now. You see, most Punjabis who made it to Canada, USA, and Britain were allowed to do so only after murdering a genuine Punjabi Sikh. Others were simply not given a visa. So most genuine Punjabis, including Sikhs who came more than 20 years ago, were allowed to come in only after they murdered a Punjabi Sikh in India. Some have committed such murders more recently. They came in as doctors and nurses or engineers, and some got admission into universities for higher education and were then given good jobs after graduating. After that, their family members were able to come in due to sponsorship by relatives. Some others were able to come in on the basis of marrying a US citizen of Indian origin. Many Punjabis, including Sikhs who came into the United States after murdering a Punjabi Sikh in India, were forced with threats to murder whites of non-German ancestry in Canada, USA, and Britain. Doctors in particular were forced to do this. Many did so. These attempts by Punjabis to murder our own people will not stop as long as these incentives remain in place. That's why I need to alert the Punjab and Haryana governments as well as the Punjabi people, both Hindus and Sikhs. Be always on guard when you receive medical services. Do not permit doctors to do anything in secret. Punjab government should be vigilant and should prosecute such doctors and weed out the rogue elements. Use surveillance equipment and make it a right for the patients, guardians, and relatives to access such footage. As far as those doctors, nurses, and others who have made it to the United States, Canada, and Britain after committing medical murders or other types of murders and other crimes are concerned, they will not be spared. They will have to pay for their crime with their lives. The only difference we will make is that the individual genuine Punjabi will pay with his or her own life, but their family members will be spared, which will not be the case with those who are our enemies in India and are allied with German masqueraders. We simply cannot allow evil to continue in our midst. It must be rooted out so that no one else thinks it will be profitable in the long run for them to prosper from such evil. Now, many got away with their murders for many decades and have doubted now if God exists who can bring the guilty to justice. We want to bring all such murderers, including genuine Punjabi Sikhs, to justice and make them pay for their crime with their lives. That is the only way to ensure that Punjabis will become a righteous nation. The job of defending ourselves thus keeps getting harder and harder. First, we have discovered the existence of millions of Rajput and Pathan, Sikh and Hindu masqueraders in our midst. We already know that the millions of Punjabis living in our midst are our deadly enemies. Now we discover that a large number of our own genuine Punjabi people, both Sikhs and Hindus, have been engaged in the evil of medically or in other ways murdering our own Punjabi people. Thus, we also now face the problem of not having adequate medical professionals to help with the healthcare needs. The impact of this tragedy is graver than we can imagine. These people who landed up in Canada, USA, and Britain were some of our most intelligent and brightest people, able to study in the best US universities. We will no longer have the benefit of their services for building Greater Punjab, which is area consisting of Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Delhi, UP, and Uttarakhand states in India. Lives of such evil people, no matter how brilliant, who have murdered, as well as those who have made attempts on the lives of Punjabis, including me, and then came abroad and committed further crimes, must be extinguished as a warning to others who may be tempted to avail of similar incentives in the future. I would advise the Punjab government to be very vigilant going forward and monitor the activities of doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals so that they are no longer able to murder their patients. We do have a further serious challenge, but it must be met with vigor. We have not shrunk back from challenges in the past. Let's also meet this one head on. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please continue to watch my videos and read my articles on important world events, World War III watch, politics, international business, advice on health and medical problems, and much more for in-depth and insightful analysis. Please also subscribe to my YouTube and Facebook channels, Unmasked Truth with Harmanjit Saini, to view and get information on the latest videos. Some people do not have the time to go through the full length of videos. They find it more convenient to read the text of the video. Unfortunately, YouTube does not provide the capability to make the text of my videos available on YouTube. But fortunately, Facebook does provide that capability. So I make the text of my videos available on my Facebook channel, which you can easily copy.